We went for very natural, very physical bank job interview a few years ago. We wrote the aptitude test and passed. So they called us for oral interview. We who came for the oral interview were not as many as those who came for the aptitude test. So we sat down at the waiting room. They are calling us into the board one after the other. They ask you some questions, ascertain. I think they are trying to measure your communication skills. They're trying to also understand your ability to interact with people under pressure. There are some parameters they were hoping, to ascertain using that interview. So they were calling us into the board one after the other. And they called a few people. They called one brother that was sitting near me. He got up and he was trying to adjust his belt so that everything looked smart. While he was doing this, a charm fell from here. And the charm hit the ground. Everybody saw it. Everywhere was quiet. What can you say? Excuse me, sir. This person is cheating. No. For example, let me ask you a question. If a witch afflicts you in the night, can you report to the police? What are you going to say? That I saw her in my dream? You must be brutal, because there are places your attack will come from. Men can't help you. It means only spiritual participation can bring you help in those regions. When we saw it, we knew that we didn't come prepared for this job, because we came with a sky blue shirt and striped tie, and we came with, my name is F.I. Who is asking about your name? A man came with all kinds of help from spirit. When he comes and enter that place now, even the people interviewing, they will not know why. They don't know what to ask him. They'll just say, so you really want this job? He will say yes. Before you know, they say go. The people that do know their God. Israel consulted with God and received God's direction. Go, you will prosper. Go, you will prevail. They went into war. Having consulted with God, war broke out. They began to prevail according to the word of the Lord. The Gentile king carried his firstborn son and sacrificed him on the wall. He didn't sacrifice him to God, because God does not receive sacrifice of the blood of man. He sacrificed it to another God. But God saw the weight of the sacrifice. He looked, and immediately a new report went to Israel. Withdraw from this warfare now. You can't win this man anymore. Even the people of darkness are not playing. Some people have not slept. They have not slept for the past 21 days. Every night attending meetings. Every night sacrificing. And you think you just get up from slumber and say, I know who I am. Every kingdom have consecrations. Sacrifice is a potent voice in the spirit.